Burp. Yeah, I'm taking him. Hey everybody, Chris Keefer here. I want to talk a little bit about the off season. That's what this episode is about this week. We're talking about the off season. It is imperative that you stay sharp during the off season. A lot of people get comfortable. I know it's summertime. You're relaxing out there. You're going to the pool. You're doing a little golf. All that's great, but you got to find time to keep tuned. And for me, working out, staying in shape for all those big hunts that are about to come up is a huge, huge thing for me. I love the lifestyle of getting up in the morning and getting after it. So for me, working out is a big thing. Now I get a lot of questions on what do I do to work out? What do I do to train? There's all kinds of different things. I don't want you to think that there's one specific thing that you have to do. Each workout is tailored a lot different than the other one. So I like to vary mine from one day to the next. So basically what I'll do is on a Monday, I'll stick hardcore to the weights. And then on a Tuesday, the next day, I will go back into the plyometrics, into the cardio, more of a CrossFit workout. So I really like to mix it up. The middle of the week, I really like to ride the bike. I do a lot of cardio, box jumping, things of that nature. Things that are gonna help me get that strength when I'm out on those backcountry hunts. Mainly if I'm gonna be doing a mountain climb or a sheep hunt, I'll put a pack on, I'll run, I'll do all the things that I would do in preparation to go on that hunt. What I don't wanna do is get out there and be struggling the whole time and have my body let me down while I'm on that hunt. That is a once in a lifetime hunt to get out there in the backcountry chasing sheep, and I don't wanna be sitting at the bottom of the mountain. So for me, it takes a lot of strength, takes a lot of just practice over and over again. And then I eat right. I try to eat right. I stick to proteins, I stick to a lot of chicken and steak, things that you can catch, things that you can grow, or things that you can kill. Those are my rules when I get down to the summertime and just lean out and get ready for hunting season. It is an important part of what I do to prep, and I definitely love every portion of it.
Since the dawn of time, Winchester has built the finest, most accurate bolt-action rifles on the planet. Now, the evolution of the bolt-action rifle forges on. The Winchester XPR. Winchester, we know bolts since forever.
We as hunters dream about the time period that starts around the 1st of September and runs all the way through, let's say, December or January. We dream of the time period where the leaves are changing, temperatures are dropping, we've got frosty mornings, whitetails are rutting, elk are bugling. That's the time of year that we live for. But I happen to think that it's the rest of the year that makes you successful during the fall. It's the time, the energy, and the effort that you put into doing your research, doing your scouting, practicing your shot, knowing your equipment, learning the ins and outs of an area that you're gonna be. I think it's all of that work that goes in the off season that's gonna make you more successful come the fall. Probably one of the most important things that I think needs to happen before you go into the field is the selection of the caliber, the selection of the ammo, and practice. Practice with that gun. Know what you're gonna get into when you get into the field. So for me, I happen to like the Extreme Weather SS Model 70 from Winchester, chambered in 270 short mag. I love it because it's got a variation of bullet grains. I can shoot as low as 130, I can shoot 140 grain, 150 grain. There's a very good variation in bullet weight there, depending on the animal that I'm going after. And I kind of tailor the ammo and the shooting style to a particular hunt. That's how I practice everything. That's how I practice with archery. That's how I practice with rifle. That's how I practice with a shotgun. And then I like to go to the range and really get to know, okay, which bullet grain or which exact bullet does this particular gun like the most? So I'll fire a lot of different types of ammunition through the gun to see which one's the most compatible. And then I like to start to think about, okay, how is this gun gonna perform in the environment that I'm about to get set in? When I get to high elevation or when I get out there where the air's thin, what is this gun gonna do? Try to do that research. And the only way that you can ever truly know that is by getting on the gun, going to the range during the off season, and spending the time getting to know that weapon and the ammunition that you're gonna be shooting. One of the things I like most about the 270 Short Mag is the variation in bullet grain that I can shoot. I can shoot all the way down to 130 grain bullet for, thin skin game like a Whitetail or something along those lines, or I can beef it up and shoot 140 or 150 grain bullet for big game, something like the Big Game Expedition. And again, far, flat, and fast, accurate as hell. All in all, when you head into the field in the fall, that's the time that we live for. That's when we want to be out there. Things are happening. You're feeling good. The fall is finally here, but you got to prepare for it ahead of time. All the preparation, all the research, the time behind the gun, knowing the terrain, knowing the equipment. If you do your research and you do all of that ahead of time, it's going to lend to having a much smoother and much more successful fall.